There are some very impressive things happening in classrooms across our state. Colorado Succeeds is creating a movement that brings leaders in education, business, and government together for lasting results. To talk about Colorado Succeeds and the Succeeds Prize is Ashley Anderson, and from Ball Corporation is Chris Chavez. Welcome to the show, both of you. Great to see you.
Thanks for having us.
We're so excited to learn more about Colorado Succeeds. So Ashley, if you would.
Yeah, Colorado Succeeds is a business coalition of leaders united in order to create better outcomes for students, bring relevance into the classroom, and shape the future of Colorado's growing workforce. We believe that the education system should respond to the diverse needs of learners as well as the dynamic skill changes happening in the world around us. To put this in a context, I have a son who just entered kindergarten, and he will join the workforce around the year 2030. And studies say that 85% of the jobs that he will enter do not exist today.
Okay. All right. So as a parent and a business leader, this is important to you.
Yeah,
obviously.
Totally. You know, as a parent, I think about what I hope education is doing to prepare him for this future, and also see firsthand the critical need for business leaders and educators to come together to prepare for these seismic shifts.
Absolutely. Chris, the Ball Corporation has a long history in Colorado. What does it do?
Sure. So Ball Corporation is the world's largest manufacturer of sustainable packaging. So we make about 300 million beverage cans across the world every day in about 35 countries. We're also a leader in aerospace technologies and provide satellites, other sorts of services for the Department of Defense, NASA, and NOAA. We have about 18,000 employees internationally and about 5,000 here in Colorado.
Isn't that exciting? So as an executive with Ball Corporation, your partnership with the Succeeds Colorado is pretty important. Why is that?
Well, it's critical. I think Succeeds is a must-do for any company who's interested in supporting education issues. At Ball Corporation, we're hiring about 900 folks a year in our aerospace division. We're growing rapidly. We need skills on both the manufacturing side and the technical side, as well as the engineering side. So we need to be at the table talking about STEM and supporting STEM initiatives. But first and foremost, I should say it's the right thing to do. I think all companies that have employees living and operating in Colorado should be giving back in some meaningful way. And Ball not only funds great nonprofits like Succeeds, but we also volunteer on a regular basis. We had about 35,000 volunteer hours last year alone.
Wow, sounds like it's extremely rewarding, not only for your corporation, but for Colorado and the students.
Absolutely.
Ashley, let's talk about some of the emerging trends in Colorado right now. What would you say?
Yeah, there's a lot of exciting things happening in schools in Colorado, and it's our intent to shine a light on what's working. At Colorado Succeeds, we've kind of identified three critical components needed in order to create agile learners. First and foremost, it's making sure that students learn real-world skills. Second, that all students, no matter where they live, have access to high-quality educators in schools. And third, that we're teaching our students how to learn, because lifelong learning will be necessary.
Yeah.
If you think about this, we don't know about the jobs that our students are going to be entering, but they're also going to be working with new tools on problems that are yet to be identified. And so how is it that we are focusing on making sure our students know how to learn rather than just what to learn, so that they can be prepared for a changing workforce and discover new exciting passions around them?
Isn't that great? And that passion is really igniting throughout the state of Colorado and throughout the school system here. Let's talk about the Succeeds Prize. It's really exciting. Who is it for?
It is for educators. So this is one of our key ways that we really highlight the positive things that are happening in Colorado. And so it's really about a statewide movement to recognize and reward educators that are reimagining education. How do we learn from them and share their stories with their community? It's also a collaborative effort between Colorado Succeeds, MindSpark Learning, and 9 News.
I know.
And so it's a great way for us to really roll out the red carpet and treat educators as the heroes that they are. And this is all really done on behalf of the business community.
Outstanding. Chris, I know that Ball Corporation is a presenting sponsor for the Excellence in STEM Education, 3rd year in a row.
Right.
What are you excited about with the nominees presented this year?
Well, first of all, it's a terrific event. Succeeds puts on a great event every year. You know, my mom was a teacher for over 30 years, so I know what it takes to be a teacher and the commitment and drive it takes. And I think it's critical to give that recognition to not only the innovative educators in our state, but just to have an evening to celebrate the great things that are going on.
Yeah, outstanding. Nomination process, is it a long one? How does that work, Ashley?
No, earlier this year we put out a call for applications, and we also looked at readily available statewide data. From there, we convened a group of leaders in education, business, and philanthropy and narrowed it down to 18 schools across 6 different awards. All public schools were eligible for the award. And all of them are model examples of what's going right in Colorado schools and what we can actually learn from and replicate.
Wonderful. We're so excited about this show and, of course, about the program Colorado Succeeds. Thank you both so much for being here today.
Thank
you.
you.
You're very welcome. Colorado Succeeds strives to bring ideas and innovation together for the future of Colorado students by uniting classrooms, boardrooms, and Capitol Hill. Several top schools and educators have been nominated for the Succeeds Prize, and you can watch the Succeeds Prize special hosted by Christiansen of 9 News live on September 19th at 8 p.m.